Hello everyone, First Capital Transparency here. Sometimes you just never know when and where an audit's going to pop up. Today we are in York, Pennsylvania, the first capital of the United States of America, and at the nation's oldest continuous running fair. Actually, it started here in 1765, so it's been quite a while. You say, what kind of an audit can you do at a fair? There's a lot of police, fire, and EMS here, so we'll see what we can do. So we're going to start out here at the main gate. This is where the car traffic comes in. They line up next to these tents. They pay their admission and their parking fee. Looks like a lot of smiles out here today. That's what I like to see. Here's the fair's first aid station.
My popular demand, they told us we were here 3 years ago. And then everything got turned upside down, and now we're back. But again, like I said to you youngsters out here, we like senior citizen day, and these guys know what we're doing. You young people, it's not a major.
Here's the York Fair's Station 51 firefighters. And yes, firefighters do more than just eat chili.
Hi, Chief. How are you? Good. Hi, Chief. I'd be surprised when I get an open mail or something like that. That's the big.
Looks like a good crew here.
No, I had to release the place. They sent me so because you're in tomorrow morning. I'm on vacation. Right.
York Fair Police. Well, no, I'm just taking video, B-roll footage of the fair here.
You're what?
I'm taking B-roll footage of the fair.
For the fair itself?
No, for myself. I have my own channel. I'm an independent journalist.
Are you registered with the fair to do that then?
To do what?
To be
Videoing?
Yeah.
No, I'm
You're
not.
on private property, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anyone here with smartphones that are taking pictures?
But if you're doing it for this,
It's not commercial use.
well, you said you have your own channel, right?
Right, but I'm not monetized. It's not commercial. It's independent.
Okay.
So, what's the issue? If there's people here with their smartphones recording, their kids or grandkids on the rides, memories to take home.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
And that would be of your family. We are not related.
Right, but you're in the course of your official.
And I, of course, did not give you permission to be filming me, right?
Right.
And since you have your own channel, you would need to release me for anything that you would publish, right?
Or are you in an area where the public's allowed? You have no expectation of privacy here. Pennsylvania is a two-party consent since the wiretapping laws of 1972,
right,
but that involves phone conversations.
Okay.
Not when you're out in public.
Right.
Like there's
and
other
on private property. We're on public. This is
right.
Private property.
So are you trespassing me? If I
no, but I'm asking you nicely to not be record our fair, record our parade that we had the other day and things like that.
Okay.
This conversation and our conversation that you were doing while I was looking over my shoulder at you. Is that B footage for something? No, we're two officers having a conversation.
Okay. Can I at least get your first name?
No.
Okay, I'll give you my first name if you give me yours. Okay.
That wouldn't matter. Again, we're on private property, and if someone feels uncomfortable with someone filming them, I can ask them to leave.
Exactly, because that wouldn't apply if I'm out in public, but on private property, yes, it does apply.
Okay.
If I'm hurting their feelings, but I'm not interacting with anyone. You approached me.
Yes. Exactly.
But I'm not approaching anyone.
Because we're in the law enforcement. We're actually public safety. We're here to ask people you know, if it's something makes somebody feel uncomfortable, I got to say, sir, you're not part of their family. You're making them feel uncomfortable. I'm going to have to ask you to turn things off and put it away. And you know,
or you can ask me to leave.
Yes, we could,
and come back without my camera or whatever. Those different options. But yeah, I agree with that.
Right.
But I'm asking you, if I'm not interacting with anybody. Now, like in your case, you came up to talk to me, maybe to see what I'm doing.
Because
would you have an issue?
I was being filmed.
Right. Do you have an issue with me just to walk around, you know, loop around the fair and leave and do what I'm doing, or do you have an issue with that?
Again, if it's you told me you have a channel. That means that makes you a public channel.
Right,
okay?
We all have the right as free Americans, the First Amendment. I'm sure you're aware of that.
I am totally for the First Amendment.
But I'm not sure what point you're getting at.
Well, it's this. It's that you continue to film me, which you are right now.
Yes.
And you haven't shut it off, even though I've kind of,
well,
you know.
Well, now it's for my safety to document what's going to happen here, because I want to know if you're going to trespass me or if you're going to let me walk through, because it'll be your word against mine. That I've asked you nicely not to. Correct. You're being very cordial, and I appreciate that. And I'm the same way.
And you're not being cordial and stopping. So when I've asked you, or you were, you know, if you would film that the Marine over here, and he asked you to not do that, then would you?
No.
You would not stop.
No, I would not do it, because this is private property.
Okay.
That's the point I'm trying to make, so I can get on with what I'm doing. Hopefully you'll let me do it. But I don't want to alarm anyone. I don't want to disturb anyone. I don't want to, you know, upset anyone.
Well, going around and with an official stick and a battery backup or whatever you have in your pocket, or download device, whatever, that usually kind of makes it that you're a level other than grandma, grandpa, mom, or dad taking.
Okay,
taking a picture.
That can be very subjective, but I understand the point. I understand what the point you're making.
Right. And again, we're not related, so, you know, I wasn't on a ride, I wasn't doing anything specific, there was no parade, there was no demonstration, the guys up there that are doing the wall of whatever that he drives the motorcycle around, I'm not in that, so.
Well, I don't want to hold you up anymore, so back to, will you allow me to walk through the fair? I won't be here very long, maybe a half hour, and just record.
I need you to go and check with the fair office to see if you're allowed to do that.
Well,
and your first name is?
I'm not going to give that, because you wouldn't give me your first name. Alan?
You've been recording me the entire time.
I didn't have it.
You've been recording me the entire time.
My name's Tom.
Tom, I need you to go up to the fair office in the upper corner. There's always somebody there in the front office, and tell them all of these things and get permission. And I will check with them later and say, did Tom? And if they say no, we told Tom that he could not do this on the private property, then I'm gonna say, all right, people, there's a guy Tom. He's in this blue shirt, gray shorts. He's recording with a stick. He needs to be removed, or he has permission from the office.
So is that a recommendation? I mean,
I'm recommending that you go up there, because if you don't, then I'm going to then go check with my chief, and then I'm going to say, what's the rules? And I told him to go up there, and he says, well, that's fine. He should have gone and done that. Well, and then I'm going to say, okay. Then I'm going to either fine you and say, Tom, I'm grossly mistaken.
Well, how about if I do this? I wait here.
How about you go and do exactly what I asked, which was go up there to the thing, because that's right near gate 1, and if they say no, then you can turn around and go, hey, I'm going to go out gate 1 and just leave. Well,
can you radio your chief? Let him, and I'll just stay here and with my camera off.
We're not going to debate on the rule of who's doing what. I'm asking you, you're on this. Why don't you go up there and take care of that, and then come back, or do whatever you want, or out the gate 1.
Okay. Now, I one more question here again. If I don't do that, I mean, what would you do if I just continued? I mean, would you escort me out or trespass me, or what would you do? Well,
that would probably be checked with our chief and head of the fair, and then they would say, escort him out, and then I'm going to say, we're going to fine you and we're going to escort you out.
Fine me?
Find you.
Oh, fine me. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if they need to, and they say, hey, this guy Tom and West Manchester Township Police say, this has happened before, then it might take it to a different level. But
okay,
because we've had some people that have been in here that shouldn't be in here, and they've been known by our local law enforcement, and they've been asked to don't come back.
Okay. And I guess one of my first questions, or my comment was, there's a lot of people in here with cell phones and taking pictures.
Yes.
So what's the issue with that? Just because I have a selfie stick and mine's connected to a battery, it's different? I mean, I don't see the correlation there.
I think I said that mom and dad taking pictures of their kids on a ride or grandparents, that's one thing. An independent person going around and selfie sticking people on private property is that though they've come into the gate, by coming onto property, you're subject to bag searches and you're also subject to being asked to leave.
Correct. I mean, hopefully I'm being cordial with you. I just don't understand that logic with the other people having phones. I just don't, even though it's on private property.
Exactly.
I don't understand the correlation why.
That young lady that just went by, she's not recording me either. And the people that I gave directions to earlier, they weren't recording me.
No.
When I was talking to another officer earlier, I didn't have somebody coming by and putting their
well, I came in. If you didn't see me, I started out over there.
Oh, yeah. First
aid station.
Yeah.
Got a picture of them. Then the fire station. Picture of them.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I need now for my footage. I need some York Fair Police, and I was going to be on my way. And then all this. That's all it was.
Well, did they have issues with that?
No, actually, they all smiled.
Great for them.
Yeah.
Great for them. But Tom, like I say, if you were Joe Bag of Donuts and not introduce yourself as you have a channel, when media come in, Channel 27, Channel 8, all those people come in, they see ours and they get escorted around by our.
Their commercial. But these people in here again, they can take a short video, put it on their Facebook page.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Well, I guess at this point, I will agree to disagree with you.
And that's fine.
And
I'm just saying that that we might have to disagree on that one, but I just ask. Prove me wrong and go up there and have them tell you that you can have at it.
And you said...
And then I will, that's up at the fair office, right up by gate 1.
Okay.
Just, once you get down here to Times Square, where everything comes together, just up through Kitty Land, and so there's always somebody in the office.
Okay.
Most of the time our chief's up there.
Okay.
He's not in our police office. But
what's his first name? Is he in uniform?
Chief Trout.
Okay.
He's in a white shirt most days. And,
okay.
And so he's got chief on the collar.
Well, thank you for not trespassing me or running me out right now and explaining things to me. And here again, even though I don't agree.
I'm trying to be as pleasant as possible, but it's, people with those things, they should come in and check in with the fair.
Okay.
That it's a higher level of grandma, grandpa, and everything else.
All right.
So,
I'm heading that way.
I will, I'll check in with them later and say, we good or not? And
right.
And then we're going.
Take it from there. Well, I'm a law-abiding citizen, so I'm going to head that way.
I would expect that, and I appreciate that.
So, all right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day. If I come in contact with you again, I might wave to you or say hello. But I'm going to head that way. Okay.
Waving and saying hello would be appropriate.
Okay.
A camera would be, yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you for explaining to me. Appreciate it. Okay, everyone. I want to tread lightly. I just got done here in the administration office, the fair office, and I spoke to the person in charge. They have no issue with me audio and video recording here in the park. They did recommend that I remove my selfie stick. Why, I have no idea. But since this is private property, I'm going to abide by their rules and regulations. So stay tuned. Okay, everyone, from the great York Fair, just a few words of wisdom. If you're going to go out and take video pictures in public is one thing. Be aware of your local state laws because they vary from state to state. And if you're on private property like I am now today, or let's say Walmart, things might tend to be a little different with policies and procedures. I didn't want to be trespassed today. I was a little more lenient and not as hard-headed where I'm going to stay and be handcuffed and carried out because it is private property. But everyone still needs to be held accountable because it is a public forum here and it is open to the public. So my point is just be aware of all your local laws if you go out and do what I do, or any First Amendment auditor, or just being a free American and taking pictures out in public. So from the Great York Fair from 1765 to the present, First Capital Transparency, we shall see you on the next one. Thanks everyone.